Hi, I'm Matt Pavlovich. This is Survivor Los Angeles Season 7. We're here at the old LA Zoo, and we've got the biggest cast yet. 24 players are going to play for the title of Sole Survivor. You guys ready? Alright, we're going to start by dividing you into tribes. We're starting with 4 tribes of 6. This season, the game will be generally themed very zoo-like, alright? There's going to be a lot of animal imagery. It's going to be zoo stuff all over the place. There's a separate theme to the game, and that is Battle of the Themes. So each of the tribes will be based on a theme from the show Survivor. How do you deal with labels? If you're labeled as something, do you play into that? Or do you play against that? I'll start with the first tribe. There are 6 people here who have played in one of my games before, whether it's Big Brother or Survivor. They're returning players, they're favorites. First off, from Survivor Seasons 2 and 4, and Big Brother Seasons 1 and 2, Ryan Williams. Come on up. You're the first member of the Favorites tribe, also known as the Hollywood tribe, also known as the Red tribe.
I think I'm going to try to play the role of grizzled veteran, someone who's been around the block a few times, sort of can offer some insight on what to expect in order to help build trust. We'll drop little nuggets of, you know, this is sort of similar to what happened when I did Survivor 5 years ago and lost, or this reminds me of when I did Survivor 7 years ago and lost, or when I did Big Brother 3 years ago and lost, because I've got a lot of losing experiences to draw from. When do I eat my sandwich? Our second player from Survivors Seasons 2 and 3 and Big Brother Seasons 2 and 3, Stephanie Streisand.
I've won Big Brother. I won Big Brother once in a couple years ago, and I played a little like a snake in the grass. And I also played like a snake in the grass the few times I've played Survivor. I made it far one time and then didn't eat some crickets. But this year I'm ready. I'm open to eating a cricket or two. So I'm ready to win this year.
The next 3 players all played in Survivor Season 6. One of them also played in Big Brother Season 4. So from Survivor Season 6 and Big Brother Season 4, Jenna Brown. Hey!
Everyone's chilling right now, but I'm going to break this out later just to let them know who's here to win. I think if someone votes me out, it's because they might see a threat in the fact that my sister and I are here. And I'm trying to keep that on the down low. I mean, thankfully we look nothing alike. Lily and I'm sure we won't be on the same team. Like, that would be kind of unfair.
Survivor Season 6, Lily Brown.
In reality TV, I've worked for Survivor for 8 seasons. I don't anymore, but it was awesome and I learned a lot. And it made me ready for today. My sister is here. Hoping that it doesn't get revealed that she's my sister. We'll probably be on opposite tribes, but once the merge happens, we're gonna combine and we're gonna be a powerhouse. Better watch out.
From Survivor Season 6, Benjamin Apple. And lastly, hasn't played in a Survivor game yet, but has played in a Big Brother game from Big Brother Season 4, Derek Straczynski. These are your favorites, the Hollywood tribe. So, somebody tell me, with favorites, what else do you start to think of? Fans? Fans. The next tribe is the fans tribe, all right? They're the orange tribe, they're the sunset tribe. These are all super fans of Survivor. Some of them are also fans of Survivor LA and Brooklyn, but they're all definitely big fans of Survivor. On the fans tribe, we have Alex Kavitsky, Lauren Ross, Alexander Day. All right. We have Chris Casello.
I'm 40 years old, so I'm a lot older than all of these people, and they don't know that. So I think I'm just gonna use my life experience to take them out one by one.
Gage Boozin. And we have Sean Bowman.
I've watched a lot of Survivor. I am a closet Survivor freak, super competitive. So I'm trying not to just go and overpower all these people.
This next tribe represents brains, brawn, and beauty. All right. I'm gonna call the tribe up here. And I'm gonna see if you guys can figure out who's who. Chris Denzel.
I am a challenge segment producer on Big Brother. I think I'm gonna win Survivor because I have the know-how.
Jessica Frey. Ray McNally. We have Ramsey Taha.
I'm just gonna play dumb. Like I'm already late, so I'm gonna pretend like I don't know how to read a map. Like I'm just gonna play stupid, and hopefully people think they can take advantage of me. Playing dumb is my card.
We have Beth Hoyt. And we have Patrick Moran. Who over here thinks that they're brains?
What's at the bottom of a barrel?
Brains, anybody else? You think you're brains? Chris and Jessica are the brains. They correctly identified themselves. So who here thinks that they're brawn? These two in the middle are brawn, and these two right here on the side. We've got one tribe left over here. Okay.
Potpourri.
What's another theme from Survivor? One of the most popular seasons.
Villains.
Heroes and villains.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion of who is a hero and who's a villain, right? They could completely play against that. They don't need to. It's not an alliance of heroes versus an alliance of villains. This is just 6 people, half of whom I thought might be heroes, half might be villains. It's up to them to surprise me and everybody else, or to play into their assigned role. All right. So, you guys, who thinks you're a hero? All right. 5 of you. Everybody but Lucas. Lucas, you're correct. Yep. Thank you. All right.
I'm nervous about today because I've watched enough Survivor to know that it can get, the challenges can be very physical and they can also be very psychological. And what bothers me is I don't like losing, and I also don't like trying if I know that I'm probably going to lose at something. So I'm very nervous right now.
You're joined as a villain by the 2 people next to you, Seth and Blair. Of course.
I'm a big fan. I watch every week. I've never played anything like this, but I'm a big fan of the show. It's something that I've always said I like watching, but I don't have any interest in playing, so I'm not sure how I wound up here, but I'm excited.
That would mean John and Brent and Annika are all our heroes. All right?
Wow.
We're going to switch the colors of 2 of the tribes because I messed them up. So the Brains, Brawn, Beauty tribe and the Heroes, Villains tribe actually needs to switch colors. We've got green over here, we've got blue over there. And you guys, by the way, are the Melrose tribe.
Great.
Thank you.
You guys are the Beverly tribe.
Yeah, I prefer green.
That's what I want. I'm excited to see how this all plays out. So we're going to send you back to the camp to quickly make a tribe flag, and then we'll start our first challenge.
I'm glad that they told them that we've already played because I've been trying to hold my tongue like, oh, last year, like, oh, fuck, stop saying that, but like...
This makes us all on the same
boat.
Hey, we got a target on our back.
Yeah.
I think our best bet is those. I think the 3 tribes are all, when things mix up, are gonna be coming after us.
Yeah.
So I think our
totally.
best bet is we have to stick together, but probably make it look like we maybe don't trust each other.
Yeah.
But we have to have that trust.
I like that.
As favorites,
we have to win
our
every...
egos are our greatest strength. I found the thing, but I can't get it out.
Wait, you actually found something?
Yeah, it was taped under the picnic
What
table.
is it?
It's, I think, a clue to where an immunity idol is.
Oh, sweet.
But the little scroll has expanded inside of the tube. And then nicely done.
Yeah, gum and a pen.
God, we really are the favorites. If we already have our fucking immunity clue.
Yeah, we're murdering this.
There's no way nobody else can
That's
look
not
at that. Clue to a hidden immunity idol. So it looks like...
Clue to it. Oh,
I know exactly where that is.
Oh, I know where that
Do
is
you?
too.
Oh, that's great. I get great for you guys. Is that like in one of the old cages or something?
Yeah, it's up here.
Oh.
Why don't we do the challenge, focus on winning, and after the challenge, we can...
It's here at
tight pair.
So yeah, Derek said he recognized the background of one of the animal pens up there.
That's great.
Yeah. I like it. It invokes, you know, celebrity, the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Yeah.
This is how our ancestors used to make their Survivor flags.
Did anyone else bring coconut water for do you know the spirit of it all?
Oh, that's good. That's good.
I love it.
I only brought some cooked rice. You guys
like being labeled as a super fan?
No, that was like
Did you guys?
half my strategy was talking, like pretending I had no idea. Like I was like, Survivor, I've heard of. That show's still on.
In the very beginning, like I said, I was gonna hide that I was a huge fan, and now that that's gotten outed, it's kind of freed me, and I'm with a bunch of other people who were also trying to kind of hide that they were fans and now have been outed as well, so that's something you don't need to think about. I think playing with a bunch of people who played Survivor, or who love Survivor, what's great about it is they know the game, so you can speak into deep strategy immediately, and everyone knows what you're talking about. You don't have to explain these like basic rules. I'm excited to play with everybody. Honestly, no one in the tribe seems shady yet. I think I'm probably the shadiest one, but I hope that my smile and my hair gets me out of a lot of mess, because I'm sure there's messes to be had.
The fans never do well on Survivor either, so that's something that's going against us. What they do wrong is they don't stick together.
We're not gonna have that problem, are we?
No.
What do you want?
We're indecisive.
Sunset fans.
Sunset fans. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Sunset fans!
Oh, okay.
Someone knows how to draw. To hold my thing.
Of course.
Thank you so much. You've seen all of them?
Pretty much all of them, yeah.
Pretty much all of them? You've seen all of them?
I've seen all of them.
You've seen all of them?
Probably like 31 of 34.
31,
Like there might have been a couple more.
There's 2 I've missed.
Yeah.
One World.
Why the hell did you guys miss those seasons? Any great reason?
One World.
Oh,
dude, that's such a gem of a season.
Survivor is the only TV show that I watch.
Got it.
How are we doing here? We need like all the.
Just add a bunch of squiggles.
Yeah.
Maybe you should draw on the lips now.
Trying
so that
to
we
remember
can,
from biology class, like how does like the cell?
As thick as possible. We need like.
Yeah.
Someone has artistic talent.
Yeah.
That.
I come up with the ideas.
It's literally a rectangle
that
that just says Melrose.
Melrose.
Yeah. Is anyone here an artist? I mean, I feel like a bunch of people.
I can letter.
If we have to hire an artist to write the word Melrose, we have a problem. I've never even watched Survivor, but it's a competition show, and basically if all you have to do is be better than other people, that's like kind of what I do. So I'm really excited to be better than a whole bunch of strangers, and for them to feel the same way about me.
Okay, tribes, come on in and stand on your mat or around your hula hoop. Are you guys ready for the first immunity challenge? The first immunity challenge is called acting cagey. All right, each tribe will choose 2 climbers, 2 animals, and 2 throwers. The climbers will start here. They will run up around this corner. They will go up and get bean bags. They will collect the bean bags, and then they will go to the cages where the animals will be inside. The animals then have to act out 5 animals in a row. Get their climbers to guess those animals. Once the climbers have guessed all 5 animals, they will then use the first letters of those animal names to spell out the name of a 5-letter word. Once they say that word, the 2 climbers and the 2 runners will run the rest of the way around here. Once all 6 players have a foot in their hula hoop, the throwers can begin throwing the bean bags that the climbers collected to knock over these cups. Once you've knocked over a cup and the ball has fallen off of it, you can grab the cup. 4 of those cups have letters on them. Okay? They have letters inside. Those 4 cups will spell out a word. That word will be used to unlock, I forgot to mention, the animals are going to be handcuffed to each other with a letter lock. Those 4 letters will unlock the lock for the animals. Once the animals have been unlocked, they then will need to run to that tall tree over there, the tallest tree, and place their hands on the tree. Once both animals have placed a hand on the tree, that tribe is immune. The first 2 tribes to get animals to the tree will win immunity. The other 2 tribes are going to tribal council. Are you guys ready to play acting cagey?
Wait, you said stare!
Kill. Alligator. Right now. Grab it.
Yes. Alligator, anteater, lion, lobster, seal. Is it galloping? Get that. Looks like we're an octopus. L. Boxer. L. Lion. And Brahma.
Oh, they need to
go. Here we go. We got it. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I can't think of anything.
We're gonna win!
Alright.
Put it in. Alright, you guys can leave.
Go. Yes! Okay, come on back. It's something exotic. We're missing it. It prances. I get that. Oh, fuck.
Nice!
Okay, alright. I know you're like drinking water at the river, but I don't know what fucking does that. Fuck. Gazelle, moose, deer, reindeer. What are the things with the tall, kind of spiral things?
Hey, you got the ball off. You can grab that cup.
Hump. It's just a four-legged, a llama.
An alpaca.
It has hooves. Fuck me.
Melrose down to their last letter. Brains, Brawn, Beauty, Beverly has gotten all of their words. They're just figuring out their lock.
Gotcha. It's unlocked.
Fans, win immunity. Beverly wins immunity.
Congratulations. Good job.
Melrose, close, but no cigar. You guys are going to tribal council. Not sure what happened to the favorites. Still held up at the zoo.
In a nature documentary, there's like the line is stuck.
Antelope. Yes! Fuck! Go through.
Yeah.
You got the
So this means that the Heroes Villains tribe and the Favorites tribe will be going to tribal council.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
What does it say? I think it's just a clue, right?
Is it a bottle of water? Just found the clue. That's how fans we are. So we just won immunity, which is a fantastic feeling. But I think more importantly is we just found the clue to the idol, which is a convoluted clue that we have to give some sort of code while we're voting, and then we get to retrieve the idol. Now, you do have the option to read this to yourself. You found it. No. But we will all hate you.
Of course, this is why we're fans. We finish first, we find idols first. Congratulations, you have found a clue to a hidden immunity idol. To get the idol, you must do the following while you are writing down your vote at tribal council. Ooh. Say lion. Say the answer to the following word scramble puzzle. F space R. Alright, I'll go back there and then say lion again. If you are correct and that idol has not yet been retrieved, I will hand you the idol, so be prepared with somewhere to stash it. If you are incorrect, or that idol has already been retrieved, I will simply shake my head no.
Lion. No, we have to go to tribal. When you're voting, you have to do it.
Well, we're not going to go to tribal.
So you have to be at tribal to get it. So the first time we go to tribal, we'll solve the puzzle together. Yeah. This has not been done before.
URES. Yeah, fierce creatures.
If I'm given the opportunity to steal this idol and not be known of stealing it, I'm obviously going to do it. But I don't think that's going to happen because I'm a fan of the game, so I did the strategy right in the beginning. And but we won, so no one needs to be voted out. So why think about all of these ridiculous possibilities when you can just relax?
What happens? Somebody couldn't do their animals.
How do we get this off?
It sucks to lose a challenge, but I think we're going to overcome it. I've got a good group of friends on the team that I think have my back.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the challenge didn't go quite as planned. We had the word antelope, and they just couldn't guess it for the life of them, which I totally understand. Sometimes you get blocked. But yeah, so we came in last, which I guess is good because it kind of takes the target off of our group's back, which we need because favorites like coming back in, like everyone's kind of looking at us like with the red, you know, that's even like, boom. X marks target.
Well, guys, when we sacrifice one, we move forward as a team.
Yeah.
And hopefully this just makes us all look like smaller targets. You know, maybe that's the silver lining.
Especially the
yeah, kind of.
I'm willing to tell myself that that was part of our strategy to lose the first one, just to get the target off of our backs. And that we're really playing.
It's a really bold move, guys.
I think she went maybe like pick up something she dropped or something. I think she may have left her backpack.
I don't know where Lily went, is one thing, so it would be easy to sort of throw her under the bus, but who knows. Lily's not here. We have to vote out somebody. I'd appreciate it if you guys didn't vote out me. I won't vote out any of you if we come to the sort of the consensus that, you know, it just somebody's got to go, and she's not here.
She is really strong though.
Yeah.
She's way stronger than me.
Right.
I mean, I'm also strong too, so like,
right.
She's fit as a fiddle. It's kind of awkward right now because there's only 6 people per team, so we all have to just like scramble and get 4 strong, and it's like, how the fuck do we do that? It's gonna be really shitty because, wow, I'm cussing way too much. It's gonna be really intense because, like, I love Ryan, and Ryan immediately brought up like putting Lily, like, because Lily went like a dumbass. Lily went up to the look for the immunity idol right away because we found a hidden immunity clue. So she went immediately, and then we were all just 5 down there, and they were like, well, why don't we just vote out Lily? Like, that's the best idea. Let's do that. And I'm just sitting there like, fuck. But I can't like super be like, don't vote out Lily, because then already Lily and I are sisters, and they can tell that we're friends. Like, they know we're together. They don't want. It would be really bad if they like saw us as like a duo, and I don't want them to think that.
Hey audience, if you could really pull for me, that would really help me out because they want to keep around the people that the audience likes. So I just need some good energy this way.
You love me.
The one thing that's keeping us going are your tweets, your faves. That's really, I mean, they're not feeding us here, so we're really living off of the social love coming from all of our fans out there.
How you doing? So after the challenge, I get the brilliant idea to run and find the hidden immunity idol, and it was a horrible idea. I come back to camp, and it's like, I know everybody's been talking about voting me out.
Lily's sisters here?
Oh, they're sisters.
Jenna and Lily are?
Yeah, right? I know someone is Lily's sister. I thought it was Jenna.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah.
Okay. And last year they kept it a secret as long as possible. But even just now, when we were like, well, Lily's not here, she was like, Lily's really strong. Like, you can clearly see that they're a block. So I kind of would like to get rid of one of them, if for no other reason than that, like, they are gonna vote together. They're gonna stick together.
Right.
I agree. I think
we need to get Derek that information, because I feel like right now they're getting Derek to try to vote with them against one of us.
We decided, we thought that we were, like, if we lost it would be our fault. Right. So we were like, let's make a thrower alliance.
Mm-hmm.
So he won't go with them.
He won't go with them?
No.
So you will be able to get him to vote.
So he'll help us to break them up.
Between Jenna and Lily, I'd rather keep Lily. I think Lily is more honest and is just like better at physical challenge.
I think so too.
So I would vote with Jenna first.
Yeah.
If I can go talk to the guys and convince them, if they get their Stephanie's name out, I can go to Stephanie like the guys are throwing her name out. I think the girls, if we help Lily stay, they're going to be the loyal team. Because tell Steph that, let's just say, okay, we'll get Lily now, and then we'll get Steph next. Great.
I come up with the idea of telling Derek to go over and talk to the boys, and then he's gonna come back and talk to Stephanie and say, Stephanie, the boys want to vote you out next. So this is how we get Stephanie on our side, and I do like Stephanie, and I want us to be the 4. So it's me, Jenna, Stephanie, and Derek. I hope we're all voting for Ryan, but I don't know if I can trust Stephanie and Derek. They might be voting for me. And
we're going to such a pair. Yeah, they're already picking up on it. So be aware of that.
That's crazy already. Fucking antelope, dude. Get away from me. She's not my sister.
The idea being then maybe
we never could.
Making Lily a part of our team and then putting Derek out next.
I would love that. I think that's perfect. Cool.
Right. Hey!
This is awkward!
Nobody wants to talk to me because I'm the audience favorite. I'm gonna go. I'm sorry guys, it's been fun. You know what, losing sucks, but I didn't come here to not go to tribal. I came here to play the game. And if I play hard for 4 rounds and go home, I had a heck of a time.
Jenna and Lily vote as a block. They're sisters, and they're super nice.
Kidding.
And they are gonna, like, I'm sure that they just now tried tried to convince you to vote off someone from us. Like that's how it works. Yeah. That's how it goes down. Yeah. But we all want to vote Jenna off, and Stephanie told us that like you guys talked about the Throwers Alliance, and she feels confident that you will vote with us against Jenna. I believe that the soft alliances we formed are going to hold, and that we're going to vote Jenna off to separate Jenna and Lily as a voting bloc.
We're leaning more of a Derek direction now just because he's the only one that nobody has any connection to.
He also did really, really well.
That's why it was so funny that he and Stephanie ended up being in the Circle Together as thrillers, because they're both, I think, people who play as like, I don't really know what I'm doing. But they're the ones who are counting all the votes from the very beginning.
I'm also like a little worried though, because like we have to win challenges. And if we have someone that says, I'm not really like a thrower, I'm not really like a runner, like, I'm a little worried that if we keep Stephanie along too long, then we're never going to win a challenge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think she's good.
Half the girls, boys can be all right. Yeah, and I think it's important for us to keep each other slack.
When you went to go to your car, whatever, like, well, Lily's not here, let's just get Lily out. So that was what I was leaning towards the beginning, but now I'm definitely in much more of a Stephanie mindset. Okay. It seems like that's where the majority of people want to go to sort of keep the team stronger longer.
It would be nice to all vote together.
Yeah.
They told me that it'll be easy this round. Next round they can take out Stephanie. This is our best bet.
I can also see that Derek is nervous. I can see it. So I think that he'll be the next to get voted off. There's a lot of uneasiness. I can already see that people are like feeling vulnerable. This team could fall apart very quickly if we lose another challenge.
So Jenna's my number one. Her sister, I'll take them as far as I can. Like a power couple is a great shield for me. So my goal is to convince Stephanie of that. To convince her that I'm her number one, which maybe I am, maybe I'm not. We'll figure that out as we go. And then from there we just have to convince her that the guys are going to vote her out next, so that she will make the move this round and vote with us too. Otherwise it's going to be a 3-3. I don't know, I might be playing too hard too fast, but as long as we can trust each other, maybe this is a good thing. Here's the thing is, those two girls, they may be like her, but there's no way they're going to get together because if they try to swap, they're going to play something.
Like sewage.
I think it was very clear at the top that 3 alliances were made right at the top. Derek and I have one, Lily and Jenna have one, and Ryan and Benjamin have one. So it was just a matter of splitting up one of them. But I don't want anybody to go out and, like, it's the very beginning. I'm really upset that a favorite had to go first. And I really hope I'm not the favorite that goes first. Oh God, I could be the favorite that goes first.
So I'm not too worried going into the first tribal council.
All right, Hollywood, favorites tribe, come on in.
We're just, you know, a little bit late to the game.
Hey guys. Hi. So, we brought you back. The favorites of the game are, you know, some of the best players, fans are all rooting for, and then you don't even make it to the last part of the challenge. Come on, man. What happened? Animals, climbers. What happened?
Antelope. Antelope.
Antelope happened?
It was
It was antelope that got you guys stuck?
We got caught up on the word antelope. We were circling antelope a lot. There was a lot of like
deer. You were getting
gazelle even, yeah. But it was hard to. I tried to sort of enact sort of a free-spiritedness and frivolousness of the deer and the antelope play. You know what I mean? But it was hard to translate without being able to use words.
There was a lot of strategy going on over there. I mean, obviously, you all have played one of these games before. So, what was some of the talk that was going on?
Hi.
Yeah.
I will say that after the challenge, I pretended I had dropped a beanbag.
Okay.
So I went up and looked for the hidden immunity idol that we had found the clue for earlier, and I didn't find it. But that was really smart of me because then they were like, oh, let's just vote out Lily.
Ah.
You know, so, yeah, you know, rookie mistake.
Okay.
Except I'm not a rookie.
So was that discussed when Lily was gone?
Yeah, that was the first thing I brought up, was that it's like, hey, there's 6 on the team, there's 5 of us here. Wouldn't it be easiest just to knock out the person who's not here to defend herself? Okay. Because that's the kind of opportunist play that I favor.
Yeah.
But we have had some other good points made, so it really could break any way, I think.
Who's feeling vulnerable right now? Who's feeling like they might be the one to go? Stephanie, Lily, Derek, you're not so sure?
You never know.
Yeah.
I'm the only one that's never played Survivor. I'm an easy out.
Okay, that's true.
I don't know if that was discussed or not. It wouldn't have been discussed when I was around, so.
Yeah, you never know what people are saying behind your back.
Why do you look at me when you say that?
I'm curious to see what happens with you guys, all right? So we're gonna go ahead and get to that vote.
I'm so sad because I really like this guy. I think he's super fun to have around.
I am voting Jenna off. I think she's shifty. I think she's too shifty for her own good. And I feel more comfortable relying on the other people.
Really hope Stephanie and Derek are being honest and not voting for me. I hope the little bluff I pulled today worked.
My vote is for Jenna, but apparently Jenna and Lily are sisters, which neither one of them mentioned. So I think you've got to break that up.
I'm playing hard from the beginning. I'm trying to keep the power couple around. I work with Jenna. I trust them. I think they're going to take me far. Hopefully Stephanie votes with us. Otherwise it's going to be a tie. I love you, Ryan. I wanted to work with you, but there's only 6 of us.
All right, I'm gonna read the votes. If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and they'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Oh my god, I was like, are you fucking serious?
I will read the votes. Once the votes are read, the person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote, Jenna. Next vote, Jenna.
Oh my god.
It's 2 Jenna. Next vote, Ryan. 2 Jenna, 1 Ryan. Ryan. Tied, 2-2, Jenna and Ryan. Ryan. 3 votes Ryan, 2 votes Jenna, 1 vote left. First person voted out of Survivor Season 7, Ryan. Please bring me your torch.
Good luck, you guys.
You're the best, Ryan.
You're a beast, Ryan.
Ryan, tribe has spoken.
Just about shit my pants.
All right. You guys just voted off one of the biggest favorites of this game. Hopefully you can earn the respect of the fans again after this. There's only room for one favorite in this game.
I feel awful about this. I really wanted to play with Ryan, but I couldn't get Derek to come over to my side.
Well, I'm the first person voted out of this latest edition of Survivor. I really thought this was going to be the one that I went all the way to the end and walked away with the $35 prize. But it wasn't in the cards for me. I think I was too trusting of, obviously, my team. Feel a little betrayed, but that stings for just a second. It's a beautiful day. These folks are going to have a really nice time. I'm looking forward to seeing the ratings on this season plummet from episode 1 to episode 2. I can't imagine anyone's going to want to watch after this. But, you know, good luck, kids. Have fun with your little dog and pony show. Now that the mastermind is out. All right, much love to all my fans. Retweet and fave.
Dude, you guys got him fast. Like, yeah. No, not keep my footing, but like running. Oh, yeah. I've always been told.
It really felt like we were doing pretty good.
We were.
I had.
You guys were good up there. We couldn't
No, we still got first. We got out first.
I know.
Yeah, so you guys, we did fine up top. Like that was. We were on par.
Yeah, it was very even for a long time.
Yeah, I think we set it up immaculately.
Yeah.
I just think shit happens.
Yeah.
Help a brother out, man. Some scars, baby. I ain't trying to get no tetanus.
That's good for you, Lucas. You're a
Tetanus?
character actor.
Yeah.
It's just this clipped, and you know, these are old ass cages, so there's a lot of time for bacteria and viruses to like cultivate. So I'm already feeling the tingles of staph infection. So I'm just like, by the end of the day, I might not have an arm. So we'll see.
This one says Fred of my heart, which is like, my mom's from like Indiana. Okay. Not like Indiana, she's from Indiana. And so she has like cornfield colloquialisms and stuff. And so to her, like boys were Fred and girls are Fredette.
Okay.
So I'm Fred. And so she used to sing that to me when I was a little Fred of my heart.
That's sweet.
And that's her handwriting, so I got it on my little
that's so
arm.
cool.
Hey, Mom.
You gonna read it?
I'm gonna read it and I'll let you know what it says.
Okay.
Where did you find it?
Yeah, I found it underneath the 3. Congratulations! You have found a clue to a hidden immunity idol, and I will be reading the rest of this quietly.
You probably shouldn't have told everybody.
Oh, noted.
You guys, I actually found a clue too, and I told too many people, but I don't want it. I was just thinking it would be right there, but people can have that if they'd like it.
Why? That's a sketch. She
well,
already has the idol, and she doesn't need us to have
No, I haven't even opened that. I just was like, that's where they hide them sometimes. I don't want to be a target, so I was like, I'm curious if that's where it is, and then I kicked and it was there.
Learning slowly. Hello.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh shit, you should not have given this to
I
the
know. Can I see
camp.
it?
Yeah, of course.
It's the actual process that you can...
Well, I think it's actually still mine because I found it.
Oh, I don't know.
It's like I don't want it, but it might be mine.
Yeah.
Do you have to do that before? So is everyone going to rush and try and do it?
Whoever votes first.
Whoever-
Or like whoever says this first when you vote. Oh my gosh, I forgot like what this game makes me nervous.
It makes me a terrible person. Like I'm like.
It doesn't make me a bad person, it just makes me straight up nervous.
Is there a rapper that died?
What?
Bees!
Oh.
My thought was wrong. I saw graffiti over there, so I was like, let's go
Sure.
check out some graffiti.
He found bees.
Actually, I really like my tribe. We got along really well from the get-go, so I'm a big fan. They seem like really chill people. We're actually able to talk, laugh, it's good stuff. Right now, I feel closest to, I think, Lucas, and then maybe Brent. That's his name, Brent. Maybe, is it Brett? I'm pretty close to them. In the challenge, we were doing really, really well. And then we got to the bottom, and the beanbag tossing stuff, and the two people that we had on that, like one of them was really killing it, and Annika just super slowed us down, and she was giving back, what's her face, like one beanbag at a time instead of getting her like all 4 or 5 or whatever, and she was super slow, and she was standing in front of the cups, like while she was trying to get beanbags, she was in the way, and I'm like, girl, baby girl, no, stop. You're ruining everything we worked for, and now we're on a tribal council, so thanks, Annika.
I would say that when you get chained up to a man, you begin to learn, and you find that when your humanity is stripped from you, the base primacy comes to the fore, and I think Seth and I shared something special while in bondage. I'm also a villain, so who knows what might transpire. They could be right now talking shit about me, so I don't know. I would imagine that the weakest part right now has to just be on the throwers. I think just out of the gate, you gotta set a message, and hopefully that's where we go. But again, we are the heroes and the villains, so you never know how a team with villains, they might figure something out and fuck someone else over. I just know if I'm going home first, I'm gonna cut someone on the way out, so someone else gonna look like this. Let's put it that way.
We lost because of throwing. I don't know if that was... I think I did really well though, so I'm confused. There was a lot of times where like Annika was in there and she was blocking the cups and I couldn't really throw it. Brent is super nice and he knows the game, which is fun. Annika's a woman of few words, but I can tell she's smart and likes to play games. Seth is a hothead, and I feel like that's going to bite him in the ass. And Seth has really hammered it home how great they did before us, which is kind of like, yeah, but we're still a team. My target tonight is either Seth or Annika. Seth is an easy vote off. I think he would help us win future challenges, but honestly I'm worried about Annika because I can tell she's smart and she's not talking a lot. The other issue I'm having is I actually think Brent is really nice and he's going to be really good. But for now I think I'd rather hang out with him for a few hours than most people, so I want to keep him around, but long term he's like a true threat.
I get along with a lot of people, 3 people mostly. So Annika, Blair, and John. Really got along with John mostly right off the bat. Didn't get great vibes from Seth or Lucas. Every Melrose has its thorn, and I think this thorn is Seth.
I feel closest to Blair. I feel like I can trust her. I think she's a really good game player too, but I feel like she would bring me in on stuff as well.
I like probably a good 80% of the other people in my group. It's not that I dislike him, it's a him. I think there's certain people who are just talking too much.
Unlike the Favorites tribe, you guys were so close. So close. What do you think it came down to? Do you think that it was the climbers? Do you think it was the animal? Do you think it was the throwers? Was it a combination of all 3? Anybody? Brett?
I think it was a combination. I think we matched up our 6 with the best possible lineup that we could. And I think we all had our strengths and our weaknesses, and it came down to, it always comes down to the very last thing, but I don't think that the throwing was our downfall necessarily. We all worked as a team.
You were the first to come down, too.
Yeah.
We got all that.
You guys were labeled heroes and villains. How do you guys feel about that? Blair, how do you feel about being labeled a villain?
I think that it's incorrect. Maybe I would be a villain when playing a game with just like friends or something, but I am already being like, well, I hope I'm not going home, and even voting somebody off feels like mean and sad. Like, because I just want everybody to have fun, truly. But I think that maybe I get that little because I'm competitive and because I'm good at, well, who cares what I'm good at? But,
we do.
Yeah, I'm good at like strategizing and
you're
like
effing good at throwing. You did an awesome job.
Thank you. I don't feel like I'm going to be a villain at all.
Okay. All right, what about the other two? Lucas, Seth?
I don't mind being called a villain. The thing about a hero and a villain is it's all about the perspective. A villain who champions their team is a hero to that team. And a hero who champions their team at your expense is your villain. So it comes down to what choices do you have to make when you're asked to make choices in the best interest of your team.
I don't mind being called a villain. I don't feel like a villain, but...
What about the heroes? You guys, are you embracing it, or do you feel like it puts a little bit of a target on your back? Like, I'm a hero. John?
I feel like it does single you out in a way that could be converse to how it sounds. But I don't feel particularly threatened by it, and in fact I feel like it is a good label to have because it does mean that if you're labeled that way, that people think that you're going to try to do the right thing ultimately, which might be not selfish only. It could be selfless, it could be for the team.
Okay.
The label doesn't bother me at all because I feel like it is so open to interpretation. If I were, for example, on the Brains Bronze Beauty team, it would feel like a lot more pressure, let's say, to be named Brawn, because then you would have such a specific task that supposedly you were supposed to be good at. Whereas I would say hero is more of an ideal, and kind of same with villain, that they're so open to interpretation.
I think that being called a hero isn't an issue for me. I think among a tribe of heroes and villains together is a lot different than heroes versus villains, because it's not us against them. They might be labeled villains, but I don't think I'm against them. They're on my team. So I think it's a good mix of people. I mean, I think some of those tribes that are all one particular type of person don't work because everyone's the same, and I like the diversity among our troop, whether it's heroes or villains.
So it seems like it's going to be a blind side for whoever it is, right? Nobody's like definitely feeling it's them.
We're also new. Like, I'd be sad. I'm sad we have to vote anybody off.
My fear is that when you're in the first round of eliminations, that's the time when there's like, someone is going to be blindsided because either they're going to be like, oh, come on, or they're going to be like, damn, that's a long game you're playing. So like, you have no fucking idea. Like, part of me is like, I can't trust anybody, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, I see where we're going with this. So it's like, you never know when you're that first vote. Like, this is, I'm like, okay, it could be anybody.
I'm scared.
We're all on the block in this one.
Dolphin, Life of Pi, Dolphin. They're gonna know I have it. My butt's sneaky. And I got the idol, and they probably know I have it because the next person's gonna come and do the same thing. He's the outlier on our team, and also Dolphin, Life of Pi, Dolphin.
So I'm basing my vote on a majority that I think that I have. I pulled aside John right away, and I didn't throw out any names, but he threw out this name, so.
I'm voting for Lucas because he tends to keep to himself. He's the least group mentalitable, and I voted for him.
The first rule of being a good villain is knocking off the other villains.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol and you would like to use it, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I'll read the votes. First votes. Lucas, Seth. 1 Lucas, 1 Seth. 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 3 Seth, 1 Lucas. The second person voted out of Survivor LA Season 7, Seth. Please bring me your torch. Seth, the tribe has spoken.
Bye, Seth.
I'm sad. I should have felt it coming. I'm too vocal. I started it off pretty quick, just saying everything that I thought. I don't know anything about Survivor, so I kept saying that. People were like, okay, well, let's get this dumb mother out of here. Brent is sneaky. He paid a lot of attention to me, complimented my shoes and my watch. I thought that was weird, but you know, I hope that they have fun. I guess I still have some, like, I want my tribe to win, but you know, fuck them.